Hello, good day. This is Adam from Crypto Wealth Academy. I'm here with another video. Going to be talking about ICO investing. It's full disclosure that this information contained in this video provided from these materials are not intended to be and does not contain any financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other source. This is going to be just my own opinion and speculations. Everything else is going to be on your shoulder, and you are responsible on your decision making. Okay, well, please don't get confused with the IPOs, initial public offering, which is usually the stocks that they go to the stock to be publicly traded. This is initial coin offering in the cryptocurrency blockchain. The company that comes into the market to do some crowdfunding so that they can fund the project. What it means is as a crowdfunding center around cryptocurrency, which can be source of capital for the startup companies that they are seeking to implement their project. These tokens become functional units of the currency if or when the ICO's funding goal is met and the project launches. Usually, the investor community should define the basic standard for and build best practices. This would help more projects to succeed, investors to profit, and ecosystem as a whole um, to improve the quality of the ICOs. So, as an investor or person who is seeking to take partnership on those also has responsibility. In this page, as you can see, there are criteria that before you do anything to add those criteria in your research to before you're picking up an ICO. The important thing that to know are especially if the company, when you are in the ICO web page, when you are reading their white paper, those are the characteristics that you need to look for to see if you can find some answers for it. One, are they actually solutionizing a problem that is widely known? Are they have a full characteristic of a startup company, like office, like people, like hardware, like paperwork, legality, all kind of things. Three, mass appeal. When you hear the idea of that project, does it make you excited, or they're gonna say that, oh, this is another one, or ooh, that doesn't fly type of thing, or you like the idea and you want to jump on it. So this kind of things. Fourth, the team behind an ICO. This is very important. The founders, the developers, the advisors, everything. Make sure that those people has an experience. Those people actually has stake on it. Fifth, operational transparency. If they are transparent on the social media, on their websites, on the blogs, on all kind of things that actually they're not holding anything behind. Sixth, the crypto sale resilience. Really, if it will fly, if it will keep selling and selling and selling or not. Seven, the business model relationship. Really, if their business model makes sense, if that business model can make money, if the business model can scale up and for the long run. Eight, return on investment. Really, that's you are there, you are in this ICO to make money. You invest to get some good returns. If their ROI is actually meet your criteria, does it make any sense? So in those steps, there are some questions that you also need to ask yourself to see if you can find some answers. The problem and the solution. Do you really need another blockchain ICO to solve this problem, or are there many? Or if this problem can be solved without going through the blockchain? This is a question that you need to find an answer. Another thing is on the operational transparency. There are some questions that also you need to ask. Is the company providing public dashboards? Does the company have an independent auditor? Are their delivery promises well articulated so that they could be later measured? Also, does GitHub or another public repository reflects their progress and has given the track record for their code, and so on? Like the profiles in their website has LinkedIn, and those LinkedIns are not shell or fake, and they have history behind it. The external advisors are really have a stake on it, and they are actually the best picked ones. Do you have a plan to list the cryptocurrency on a public exchange, and which ones have you talked to? Those are also really important because at the end, when the pre-sale ends, when they go to public, they also need to go to the exchanges to list. Okay, I will share those questions in a document link under this video, but still I need to go through those. And the crypto sale resiliency is some questions that come to mind that you think you should seek some answers. If the company actually has a legal structures and they are being disclosed, their token distribution structure, how they are handling their security, and if the company solution has some regulatory risks or some legal challenges they could face. Are there any plans for internal and external audits? Do they have any insurance contracts for the insurance, for the code, for the software, for the solution? Have they published the terms and conditions of the sale in clear language? Do they have clear terms of service? Have you talked to at least 3 other entities who are successfully done at token sales before? So those are some of the questions that could make sense if you get some proper answers. Their business model. What is the purpose of the token? What functions or utility does this will it perform? This solution is really necessary or not? Can you describe a viable economic model behind it? Like what are the use cases? If those use cases make sense. Return on investment is very important. As I said, you are putting your hard-earned money. You need to have return on investment, not from 5 years, not from 2 years, sometimes even the beginning of it or early stages of it, stage of release. Okay, so we are continuing with the characteristic of an ICO. It must scam, has a scam protection. They need to pass this technology check. And you need to make sure that they are able to deliver their promise and execute the plans. Business viability check. Make sure that their business idea, mission, plan makes sense. Efficient use of funds and business-based thresholds for the minimum and maximum raise. The money that they're going to raise is going to be used for what purpose, and if those pie chart make sense. Are they there for getting rich and taking your money and going away, or what? Their legal framework is also another important one. The transparency, the escrow account, controlled release of funds. Those are very important things that you need to know. The last, I'd like to just give my opinion that I would do is I would definitely do my through research. I would seek find a way to see if I can get in their whitelist, pre-register, and join the pre-sales where you can get bonuses and you can get very good prices. Early sale, join when they are in early pre-sale. Once they are actually launched, once they are public, once they are in the exchange starting started trading, you can sell your initial seed investment money and make sure that you leave the rest for the long-term gains. After 5-6 months, you see it's taken up, it has a momentum. You can continue investing your 80% of your money and trade the 20% of it. Like, be opportunistic when you see, based on the market stock. I mean, the IPO goes down. I'm sorry, when it goes up in a peak time that you think is a peak, sell that 20%. When it goes down, get that 20% back with cheap, you know. So those are my buy and hold and trade strategy for the ICOs. And before I conclude the video, there are 3 ICOs that meet those criteria that I would love to have you review. And 2 of them are already actually, the pre-sale has ended. Envion and Crypterium pre-sale has ended, and they are in the process of actually being listed in the exchanges for the public trade. And the third one is in the pre-sale, so you are able to subscribe to their list to get whitelisted, and you will receive notifications so that you will open an account and you will buy some uh, tokens from their pre-sale. So just cutting short on that, this is kind of really an ideal and nicely done, nicely look like professionally designed an ICO website. Those are very important things. Make sure that they have some, press releases, the team behind them, the concept, the business idea, some prototype, frequently asked questions, legal terms, legalities, and the token sales and anything that related with token, and the login for the dashboard that you can manage your account. So those are very important. In here you will see to buy ICO white paper, and actually they are listed in HIT BTC trading platform. They're talking about their concept. They are, this is very important, if the idea is scalable, this is very important to know that. If there is an actually social conversation going on in the market about them, and they're talking about the problem, and this is a video of their prototypes and also tells the business concept. This is the progress of the token sales. So if you go to the team, roadmap is also another thing that you need to make sure that there is no long wait gap, because when you invest, you don't want to wait 2, 3 years, 5 years. This is also another important aspects of an ICO website. Yep, see their founders, their finance technology people, their LinkedIn account. Make sure that you go there and you see if it's relevant to their role that they're going to be playing in the company. They have developers, software engineers, IT security people, public relations, industry expert on that, marketing. Those are, it's kind of really fun foundations of a company. They have a board of advisors. So yeah, it's very important to have that. Going to the next one. Similarly, about the company, about the solution, the benefits if you are buying the tokens, the timeline, the team, almost the same. Escrow. concept, decentralized banking, decentralized banking, and so they have a problem. I mean, they found the problem. They have a good solution. They have graphics that explains the concept. They have solution for different use cases, for the shops, for online stores, for street retailers, restaurants, parking. So a lot of good stuff. Advisors, their team. Okay, the last one. The video explains the situation is kind of very um, blockchain technology specific, BNB and all that similar concept in the crypto technology. They have very good um, team, foundational team, people who has experience in Uber, Google, Facebook. So impressive. Advisors are also has a good background. I would like to see um, more on their professional business links here. Oh yeah, there is actually they are linking to their LinkedIn account. Yeah, my bad. So those are really key criteria when you're looking for that, and then you lock into the calendar to see when you can get in as as much as early. Here private sale mostly they don't accept. Um, you need to be in that category in order to be invited. Not all companies do that, but this company is actually preventing you to be in that public pre-sale. Accredited investor, at least for the United States, you need to be at least, your income at least need to be between $200,000 to $300,000 to be able to uh, get accredited investor status so that they can invest. And most people they don't have that kind of income. And then this is a public sale. After the token public sale, it goes to the exchange trading platforms. Then it's just wide open. Okay, well, this review concludes what to look for, what to watch, what not to do on the ICO investing. As again and again, I'm telling you that this is just my opinion, my speculation, and this is not a financial advice, advising, and I'm not financial advisor. Do your investing with your own risk. Signing off. Thank you so much.